Hello ladies, Susan here. I have our third card for the Bundle to Go kit for the Special Reason stamp set. So this stamp set and the stylish stems framelets. Okay. This time we're going to be doing where we cut into the cardstock and then use the negative of that as our front. So we're going to need that die there. And then I'm also using the Stitched Shapes framelit. So this square here in Calypso Coral is going to have that etched stitching around it, and your pieces are going to come pre-cut with that because not all of you have that, so I want to be able to make sure you have what you need to get the card done. And then we're using this lovely Designer Series paper from actually the new Daisy Delight bundle, but I just love this piece of paper. I like the way it's all muted and a little bit crazy with the colors. So I'm using that as our background piece and tying it together with the Calypso Coral. So let me go ahead and show you how I'm going to put this together. It's pretty straightforward, so no real tricks here, but it's a pretty card, so I like it. And I get to share it with all of you. So let's go ahead and get started. So your card kit is going to have its card base and its Calypso Coral and its DSP for the front. And your envelope, of course. Okay, we'll get those in a minute. This little piece was the scrap from cutting my 12 by 12 down to my card fronts. So I'm just going to have you put that on the inside as a little piece of embellishment. So now you're going to see that you've got two pieces and you're thinking, now wait a minute, on the card, pull that back out here, the white is bigger than the Calypso Coral, but your Calypso Coral is being cut. So it's going to be smaller and then it'll mount on that white piece. And then I've used our classic label punch, which again, I don't know that many of you have, but it fits these expressions, these teeny tiny expressions with this set fairly well, and that's what I've stamped this Wishing You a Beautiful Day on. So I've put two in the 100 Pound Whisper White, so you've got 4 chances at getting your words on there straight. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the big shot cuts first, and then we'll get back to making the card. So like I said, your Calypso Coral piece is going to come already cut from the square. Okay, so I cut the square first. Doing it with mine right now. Okay, so I run that through. I'm just going to free that from the frame, and then you've got this cute outer frame you could always use on another card. Okay, so there's my stitched framelit. Now I'm going to do the flower inside, and you kind of have to rotate it a bit so that you're not cutting that stitched edge, at least not too much. And then run that through your big shot. So that's where you're going to pick up because your piece will already be stitched. Let's see. Is it all cut? Looks like it cut pretty well. So let me move the big shot out of the way. Okay, so I'm just going to free my framelit from the cardstock, and then I decided to leave that center piece in. So if yours cooperates and stays in, that's great, and if it doesn't, then either find that piece from your little pieces that you're popping out here and glue it back in, or don't use it. You know, when you do these framelits with all these intricate pieces, you can always leave any of the pieces in that you desire. Gives it a different look, kind of like a quilted look, I think. So I think that's kind of neat. Alright, so there's all those pieces. Move those out of the way because I'm not using those. Okay, so let me get my adhesive and my card pieces. Okay, so starting on the bottom. Okay, first I'm going to put my DSP on my Calypso Coral. that just frames right around the edge. Now I'm going to add my clips of coral to my card front of the Whisper White. And since I'm facing the card with a full piece of cardstock, I'm using the thinner white cardstock because it's going to have plenty of weight to it. And I think I better stand up. Line up your corner and come down your edge. Put that on. Okay, pretty just like that, I know. Then this piece of trim, I'm just going to put right on the inside at the bottom. You know, why keep these little scraps of paper? Use them up. Put them in your cards or on the paper where they match. Alright, so there's all that. So now I'm going to, make sure that's in there, put a little snail on my corners. So I can get my snail to run. There. This little runner's having a hard time. Oh, and there's my center. It fell out. Okay. So that is going on my white, so that'll be framed up around the edge. I'll see how I like it without that center, but I'm going to keep it just in case I want to go back and put it in. Okay, then this I popped up on dimensionals. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I just placed that on my card. Like that. Okay, so now for the words. Got some stick there, just rub it off. Alright, so now my words. So I've got these little tags that I've already pre-die cut for you with the punch. I'm using the Wishing You a Beautiful Day, which is nice that it's a standalone because it could really mean for anything, you know, just a thinking of you, or it could be a birthday, or it could be a wedding, or it could be a whatever. So I'm going to look through my clear block onto my punched out piece, see how I do. Not bad on the first go. Okay, so then I'm using the skinny piece along the edge of my dimensionals. I got like 3.5, maybe 4 pieces there. So just flip that over and it's just about the right size to go on the back of that punch. Isn't that clever? Okay, and then I'm just going to stick that on my card over here, kind of overlapping, bordering my flower. And see, there we go. So this one's got the center and this one doesn't. So a little bit different look, but pretty much the same card. Okay, so then my envelope, I'm just going to take the flower from the stamp set, and I'm going to take some clips of coral ink to coordinate. And open this up. I'm going to give it 3 flowers down my edge. Dress up the envelope a little. A little peekaboo on the edge there. Okay, and that's it. So, not a super intricate card, but I think it's got some nice pizzazz with that really cool paper in the background. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have fun with your kit. And until next time, happy stamping.